Hi everybody, Dr. Lisa Thompson here, coming to you from my home office outside of Eden Prairie, Minnesota, and at drlisamthompson.com. And welcome to another edition of The Doctor Is In live on this first Friday of October. I can't believe how fast this week went. So as we wait for people to come on, what I want you guys to do is when you first hop on, let me know where you're coming from. And make sure you hit the notification button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, because what that's going to do is let Facebook give you a notification that when I am on with my Facebook Lives, that way we can interact in real time. That's why I love Facebook Live. And today I have a really great show for you. Hi, Teresa. Glad that you're on. Hi, Annie. Glad that you're on today, too. We're going to be talking about how to turn your comments that you get on your blog into red hot targeted leads. So before I share this with you, how this whole process and these tips that I know are going to help you, I want to quickly talk about there are three types of markets that we have when we're doing our business. And this is going to be very important in understanding how you do the follow-up. The first is your cold market. Your cold market has no idea who you are or what you're about. Hey, Roxy, glad you're on the show. And this is people who you would encounter on social media. Maybe you're reaching out to them in Facebook groups, or people are checking you out. Oh, awesome, Annie. She's already a rock star. She's already clicked on the notifications. And so these are people on social media who don't know anything about you and who you are. But then as they start to know you, and as you're putting out content and updates on social media, they're going to begin to know who you are. And that's a warm market. They know who you are and what you're about. And then they've come to your blog. Then we have what are called the hot market. And this is the market that knows who you are, what you're about. They know and love you enough that they'd bail you out of jail. All right? And these are the people who will buy from you over and over again. So, what happens when people come and they leave a comment on your blog? Do you think they're in a cold market, or do you think they are in a warm market? I want to put that question out, and I want to see if anybody can give me an answer to that. So I'll say that again. If someone comes to your blog and they leave you a comment, are they cold market or are they warm market? So I'm going to wait for some people to come in and give some answers. And this is going to be really cool because I started doing this and I'm getting some great conversations going. Now, what I'm going to be teaching you here is all about relationship marketing. Everybody thinks that when they're doing marketing, especially online, they don't have to deal with the face-to-face rejection. But guess what, guys? Relationship marketing is just as important online as it is offline, because guess who you're interacting with on the other side of the screen, whether it's on your desktop, laptop, or mobile. You're interacting with another person. Roxanne says, would it depend if they know you or not? Good question. Here's how I would answer that. They are your warm market, and here's why. If they leave a comment, they took time to read your blog, watch your video on your blog if you had it, and leave a comment. To me, that is a warm market. And here's another reason why. When people leave comments on your blog, definitely, Annie, here's the other thing. This is why you cannot have just Facebook comments. You must have WordPress comments enabled on your blog, because when people leave a comment on WordPress, they have to leave their name, they have to leave their email, and they have to leave their website information. Hey, Junie, glad that you made it on the show. So the fact that they have to fill in 3 items before they can leave a comment, that means they're warm market, okay? Now, here's what you can start doing, is that as you're getting more and more people coming to your blog and they're leaving comments, you're going to see a pattern of people coming in. and they're going to be leaving you comments. And those who are leaving you comments consistently, here's what you can start doing now. If you have a customer relationship manager software, and I recommend all of you should have one because this is where it's going to get fun, is you want to take those people and put them into your customer relationship manager, okay? Because what's really cool, hey Matthew, glad that you're on the show. What plugin is it for WordPress comments? Roxanne, when you are on WordPress in the back office, the WordPress comments are already enabled. When you're working on your when you're in the editor of your blogging and when you're doing your post, you have to scroll down and you're going to see two boxes. And those two boxes are going to say allow comments on your WordPress site and allow pingbacks and trackbacks. You want to click those two boxes. That way WordPress is always going to be enabled. You have to manually do that for each blog post. So remember to do that when you are doing your blog. So what you want to do with your blog comments is get them into your CRM, your Customer Relationship Manager software. And what's really great about a CRM is that this is a place, instead of collecting business cards and Post-it notes, you know, and I'm not very organized if I have to collect business cards and Post-it notes, to be honest with you guys. But what I love about a CRM is everything can be in one record. So for each record, you can have a whole bunch of information about your prospect, such as their name, okay, phone numbers, their email, their website address. And what's really cool with WordPress comments, guys, when they give you their website, you can hover over the website. You know, when you're looking at your comments, and especially when you click on the comment tab in the back office of WordPress, you can hover over the URL, okay, their blog link, and you can see if it's legitimate or not. And if it's a really good blog, guess what all the great bloggers have? Follow buttons on social media. So you can get those follow buttons, put them into your CRM, and then what you can do is schedule times to follow up with them. You can start following them on social media, and you can start either sending them an email. What I like to do is I like to connect with them on social media, such as either Facebook or Twitter. I usually like doing Facebook for the first connection. And what I'll do is I'll just say, hey, thank you so much for coming in and liking and commenting and sharing my blog posts. You've been leaving me some really great comments. I appreciate them. And I noticed that we weren't friends on Facebook yet, so I want to reach out to you. And you can also tell them, too, if they don't have their follow button set up, and you can say, hey, I noticed you didn't have your follow button up, so I'm going to send you a Facebook friendship request. And if they came back and said, how do you do a follow button? Guess what? Now you can teach them things, and it's going to build the know, like, and trust factor. And what you're doing is you're building a network. And you're not going out with the sole intention initially of trying to get them into your business. But what you're doing is you're providing value to them, because they may not join you in business now, whether they're going to be a rep if you're in network marketing or be a customer, but they can be a potential joint venture partner with you down the road. Or if you are an affiliate for another leader with a product launch and you're giving off so much value, they will buy from your affiliate link so you can get another income stream coming in. And if you get people buying from you, even from other affiliate links, that's going to increase the likelihood at some point they're going to want to do more business with you, either joining your team, buying your product, or doing a joint venture with you. Does this make sense about really leveraging a customer relationship manager software and keeping track of when you're out there connecting with these blog comments? Because, you know, when you think about it, this warm market you can turn into a scorching hot market. I mean, this is about as targeted as you can get. And a lot of these bloggers, if they're putting great content out themselves and they have social media follow buttons, chances are they're going to have their phone number listed somewhere on their social media site or on their blog that you can add into the customer relationship manager software. You can keep notes of what, when they came in and started commenting on your blog. So now you can know what type of comments and things they really like, and you can help solve their problems by tailoring certain products and services and trainings to them. So this is what's really cool about really leveraging blog comments, and it's really important that you get into these social media syndication groups and inviting comments. So I hope you got value today. If you got value from this training, please leave a comment and share. I'd like to hear more of what you guys thinking of this training. And I'm just curious, how many of you are using a customer relationship manager software? If you want to just quick leave some comments there. And I will tell you right now, as I'm waiting for the comments here, if I want you to go to my website at drlisamthompson.com, and on my website I wrote a brand new book. It's the 5 online tools you need to build a buyer's audience on social media. And if you download a copy of that book, one of the tools I do mention is a contact relationship manager software, and I tell you the one that I use. It is, to me, in my opinion, the best customer relationship manager software I have ever used. It is so easy. It's based on a cloud technology, so you can access it anywhere. And it is very easy to use. You can code where your leads are coming from. This allows you, and what's really cool with this customer relationship manager software is that I can track about people who are opting into my lead capture pages, and I can also track people who I'm meeting with on a daily basis. Teresa just said she's using a CRM but never thought about comments beyond reading them and replying to them. Thanks for this tip. Awesome. I'm really glad you got value. See, I think we all miss about these blog comments that we just kind of reply back with just, hey, thank you so much for the comment. But if we leave a meaningful comment and then follow up with some sincere feedback later, we're really building some great bonds with people. And that's what this is really all about. Now, I want to share with you one other tip that I do with my blogging comments. It's because they are in, that doesn't mean that they're not going to be interested in opting into any of my offers. But what I also do to carry on the conversation is that if I know they're really commenting, let's say, on topics like getting Facebook leads, I might come back to them and just say, hey, I noticed that you've been leaving a lot of comments and positive feedback about marketing on Facebook. I have a training that is about ... and would you be interested in taking a look at that? So that's another way you can get them opting in. But my primary way is what I want to do with my people who are doing blog comments or leaving comments on my blog. I want to get them on my newsletter, which is separate from the lead magnets that I have on my blog. This is like my newsletter for people strictly in my warm market, where I'm going to give them heads up on product launches and other things that are going on that I'm not going to give to other people on my list. So that's the other thing that I do with people with my blog comments. I have a separate newsletter just for them. And that makes them feel a little bit more special. It's more like they get the perception that it's an exclusive list where they're going to not miss a thing. And that's when you know you really got a really responsive list, is when you get them having the fear of loss that they're going to miss out on something. So with that said, what do you guys think of that tip? I just want to make sure we get a couple more comments in here, because I just got a text message from my husband. I have to go pick him up here from work really quick, but before I go get him, I want to make sure that you are all understanding about really how to maximize and follow up with your blog, people who leave blog comments. I'll leave that there real quick. But it's really awesome. I've got a really great engaged audience today. I love it. I love it when you guys come out and we can interact in real time. This is really, really cool. And make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're going to be doing some mindset And then on Sunday, I do some spiritual tips on how to lead a purpose-driven life. And then next week, we're going to start looking at how to really focus on one social media marketing strategy. We're going to shift gears just a little bit of what is your best social media network to drive blog traffic to. Junie says, great tips. Thank you, Junie. So with that said, I've got to run here and make sure I pick up my hubby from work. And so have a great weekend, guys. Start following up with your blog comments and make sure you get my ebook, which is just a 15-page read, which is the 5 online tools you need to build a buyer's audience. You can get it at drlisamthompson.com, and it also tells you what CRM software I use so that you can take a look as well to see how a demo of that. So with that said, have a great evening, and we'll talk tomorrow.